9 months from today, we're going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 6. That's right, when I'm uploading this video on August 26, 2024, we're only 9 months away from the biggest game of all time. And so in today's video, what I want to take a look at is the latest and most up-to-date version of the GTA 6 map, and something that fans are doing that I think is super cool. And this version of the GTA 6 map is the most accurate and up-to-date and will give us the best representation of what things will look like when we actually get to go to Vice City in the state of Leonida. And it's coming from the GTA 6 community mapping team. And in case you guys think this is just some sort of fluke, or these guys don't really have an accurate way to predict the map, they did this for GTA 5 and it was shocking how close it looked to the final product. So there might be some tiny differences there, but considering we only have a handful of screenshots, some leaked footage from 2022, and 2 trailers that only showed so much, it's pretty impressive what they've been able to do. And I would say the mantle of responsibility of who's created this map has shifted a little bit over time. This latest version is made by a user Yanis, but he also gives credit to Dupsor and their original team for creating the maps of the past. And so these are the updates that he described for version 7, which he calls the Vectors update. He said revamped the entire map using scalable vector graphics. And essentially what that means is you're able to zoom in and out without losing any quality. So if you guys are a part of this Discord, which I'll leave a link to in the description, you'll be able to download the map for yourself. And if you want to zoom in on a certain area, you can, and you won't lose any quality. So that part is quite nice. Now, another thing that Yanis did is they completely reworked the Port Gellhorn postcard area to be more accurate as well. And honestly, I'm so excited to explore the Port Gellhorn area. It's very interesting the way Rockstar described it on their site. Remember, Rockstar described it as Leonida's forgotten coast. Cheap motels, shut down attractions, and empty strip malls won't bring the tourists back, but there's a new economy in its once popular vacation spot. It's fueled by malt liquor, painkillers, and truck stop energy drinks. Jump on a dirt bike and hold onto your wallet. And it seems to be a vast yet predominantly rural and suburban coastal area with a wide variety of commercial and industrial infrastructure interspersed with dense forest, open grassy fields, and rolling hills. So that's Port Gellhorn, and it was redesigned in the latest mapping project. They also slightly adjusted some of the minimap areas to better match their mini-maps. And I think what they're talking about there is all the different roads that you can see, like if you were to zoom in and see all the different streets of Vice City and whatnot. So it looks like those have been updated based on what we've seen in the first 2 trailers and the screenshots. They also added outlines to buildings and structures to make them more recognizable. So if you zoom in on the map, you'll see that there's an incredible amount of detail on the buildings and hotels that can be spotted, like for example in Vice City and what we've been able to see from the 2 trailers. So it just makes it a lot nicer. They also changed the scale of the map to a more convenient 1 millimeter to half a pixel, or 1 meter to 1 pixel for the HQ versions. They've also made a handful of other changes as well and updated the contributing users to the credits. So long story short, this is what the Grand Theft Auto 6 map looks like so far. And there's a handful of other areas we can see on this map as well, like Quilento, Mount Caliga National Park. We can kind of speculate where that's going to be, the Leonida Keys, Watson Bay, etc. There's a handful of other places that are shown off here. And again, this gives us a good idea of not only what the shape of the map is going to look like, where the cities are going to be spaced out. And again, this is just based on what Rockstar Games has done in the past. We don't know if Leonida is going to be an island, if it's going to be landlocked like Red Dead Redemption 2, if it's going to be a combination of both things, like if it'll have 1 land border and 3 water borders. We don't know how it's going to work, but that is roughly what the map of Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to look like. Now, before we move on, I want to let you guys know this video is sponsored by G2A and their hidden gaming treasures as a part of their Adventurous August event. So school might be back in session for some of you guys, but it shouldn't stop the gaming fun, and you can get 20% off with the code G2A promo 20, where you can pick up some of the coolest games for a cool 20% off. Whether you're gaming on a budget or looking for some timeless classics that are just as fun now as the day they launched, check out G2A with the link in the description and use the code to get a little bit off extra as well. Now, moving on, and speaking of the Grand Theft Auto 6 map, one thing that's taken over the internet by storm over the last couple of days is a website called WPlace Live. I don't know if you guys have any idea how this works, but it's essentially a website that has the entire map of the world, but you can zoom in on individual areas. Like we were just talking about the map, you can go like city by city, street by street. And essentially what the map allows you to do is individual users can edit the world map with an online canvas, changing the landscape 1 pixel at a time. Now, I don't know everything about Wplace, but I think you have to work together. Like one individual can't just draw something that they want. If you want to draw something or a logo or a phrase or a saying, it's got to be done collectively by a group of people. And if we go just off the coast of Miami Beach, you guys can see that a bunch of fans have created the Grand Theft Auto 6 logo, which is very cool because that means that a bunch of individuals had to place these pictures so that you could create the logo itself. And you can also see that the Rockstar Games logo is there. There's also a Vice City logo. There's a ton of references for Dexter. It wouldn't be shocking if Rockstar had a ton of Easter eggs for Dexter, the Bay Harbor Butcher in Grand Theft Auto 6. And up and around this area, fans have just created some really cool artwork about Grand Theft Auto 6, the characters that are going to be featured like Jason and Lucia. I'm scrolling through it right now as I'm editing this video, and it looks absolutely incredible. So I didn't know if you guys knew about Wplace or if you've contributed in some way, shape, or form. It's taking over the internet and a lot of people are talking about it, but I don't know if any of you guys that are watching this video had any clue about it. Either way, I thought it was pretty fascinating, and the fact that, you know, the entire essentially coast of Florida is covered with a bunch of Grand Theft Auto 6 references not only goes to show you just how big this game is going to be, but how it's already taking over pop culture and it's getting people so excited. And I highly recommend you check it out for yourself. If you guys just scroll through pretty much any area of Florida, you're gonna find someone that's put something Grand Theft Auto related there. Whether it's Key West or Orlando or the Panhandle, you're going to see references done in this Wplace site, which is just so cool. So the internet is awesome. Fans are so talented and so creative, and especially in the Grand Theft Auto community, we've got a ton of talented people that are just doing some amazing stuff. But anyways, that is all the information that I have got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know what you think about everything we discussed in those comments down below. I would absolutely love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.